What's up, graphic designers? Happy Tuesday. In yesterday's class, you did amazing work. Sadly, I only got a handful of submissions from those of you who submitted your work as JPEGs. I know that we're applying blending modes to various sort of layers, or we can maybe call them PNG cutouts, inspired by this image right here. One thing I do want to say is the background's probably got to be white or like a really light color because we want a lot of contrast, right? We want these colors to pop. Additionally, we know that we're thinking about relationships between the colors, so we've got all these different triangles in terms of the greens, the yellows, the reds, and that desaturated image. Let's take a look at some of your work. So Sahara worked really hard on this image. She hasn't even started applying blending modes, but she earned an A++. She's going to be thinking about colors and changing the size of all these different athletes to create something interesting, adding some contrast. All right, Maxwell, maybe we don't want this background, but I am looking forward to seeing you apply contrast. Charlie is off to an amazing start. It doesn't look amazing now, but stay tuned. You're in for a treat. Harris, listen, you got to desaturate the backgrounds. It looks like this is a tribute to Nate, which I appreciate. We want some greater contrast and more vibrant colors, maybe. We're going to talk about colors in a second. Speaking of colors and high IQ basketball players, I really like this one. I like the color of the green on this Brunson, the blue. I'm not sure how we feel about the mustard. And it gets, there's not a whole lot of contrast over here, but this looks amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I love so much about this. I don't think we need this background. Maybe I would drop the opacity down to like 20%. And you know what, Keith, can I tell you something? I've looked at this image over and over, and I'm just now seeing this, and I feel like he's kind of hidden in there, right? So we want each color to pop, and in a moment, I'm going to tell you about how to think about what colors we want to choose from. So Keith, we're definitely coming back to you. Pete Liz, there's a lot going on. I love that shout out. Rule number 1 is not trust Droz. It's rule number 3, but I do appreciate the sentiment. Rule number 1 is to be patient. 2 is work hard. 3 is trust Droz. I like what's happening here. Busy, but it's fun. Josh, great start. I see that you're working. And yet, I really like this. So sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, less is more. So Josh, you got this fun background. I want to use backgrounds like this year, 100%. We're going to come back to it. But sometimes just having a simple background is what we're looking for. That's an exciting visual. I have no idea who this individual is, but that looks like fun. Levi, this looks great. I love it. Again, maybe we want to desaturate the background, drop opacity so the individuals pop. Yo, I'm just now seeing this. Levi, you are absolutely freaking hilarious. Levi, you get extra credit for this. I love that. Seth is doing something fun with Mr. Keo. Chloe, this is beautiful. This is subtle. I love the different camera angles. And it's so good to see D-Money in class. Daniel, it's good to see you in whatever form it takes. This is a cool photo. Charlie, nice job with that photo. Jake, Brand, I love it. I love the background. Why are these kitties at the beach? Albert, I like this, but again, I think that maybe we could expand the color offerings, and maybe we don't want the current background. And you know, I don't know if he's a Hall winner, but he's a winner in my book. You're all winners. I love it. So now, a minute ago, I was talking to you guys about color choice, right? Color selection when we were looking at Harris's and definitely Keith's. What are we going to do? So right now, Harris, who I appreciate, he's going to pay attention. In Google, you're going to go to Color Scheme Designer 3. So Josh, not yet, but in a moment. And we're going to open up that top link. And when we get there, we're going to see something that looks a little bit like this. So this is mono, and I can see that it has shades of a single color. But if we click complement, we've got a range of colors, triad. If we look at the this color wheel itself, you can see that it's using little science, I don't know, to identify what an appropriate color scheme is. I kind of like tetrad. And so what we can do is if we grab these little white circles, we can extend out the distance between the different colors we're selecting. That looks like fun. This looks like fun. So this might be an interesting color choice if you were so inclined, as is this one. So here's what we're going to do. If you wanted to use something like this, Grayson, who I appreciate is paying attention right now, can press Command-Control-Shift-4. And when she does that, she's going to create a selection of just this like palette itself of colors. I love it. I'm going to return to Photoshop. And then what we can do is click File, New, Enter, Command-V. And then we're going to use the eyedroppers to simply select from these colors to make something cool and exciting and amazing. Maybe we want to dip into these darker colors or the lighter ones. we're thinking about slogans. You can think about what you want to promote. We're working on this until the end of class. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.